just want to talk about the importance of setting boundaries. In this case, I think it's really about this idea of being okay with saying no, which is really personally a hard thing for me to do, but it's so important, and it's so easy for us to kind of say that impulsive yes in the moment, and then the day later or even an hour later, we're sort of resenting that we agreed to something. And I think, having that resentment or being unhappy about it is a really good thing for us to be attuned to. And then it also allows us to say what some people call like a full-bodied yes to things that really we want to do, things that help us with those life aspects that are so important to us. But to be able to say no, to be able to set boundaries, to be able to really understand what we want and advocate for that, really create time to focus on what's most meaningful and important to us. I would say, as a psychologist with people, setting boundaries is a huge thing that we work with folks on. And it seems easy, I can tell you now, just say no, or a strategy is if somebody asks you to do something you don't really want to do, either say no in the moment or tell them you'll get back to them. But there's a lot of reasons why we might say yes or have a hard time setting boundaries. And work is a great example where it's really hard to say no. We're worried about the ramifications of that. We're worried about how that might impact our employment or promotion or ambitions in the workplace. So I'd say if you're somebody who struggles with setting boundaries or that's a really hard thing for you to do, take really small steps in doing that, and maybe to set a boundary in a more safe place with a safe person that you have, and kind of practice that and live in some of the uncomfort that might come along with saying no, especially if that's something that you're not used to doing or maybe not comfortable doing. Setting boundaries, really knowing what's important to you, knowing what you want, knowing what you need are all incredibly important. Another strategy that is incredibly important to enhancing balance is prioritizing. Self-compassion is so important, so being kind to ourselves, even having mantras that we can tell ourselves that are kind and encouraging. And number one, to know that you're not alone and that other people are going through all of these things is really important, and that it's so important to be kind to ourselves. And it does us no good to beat ourselves up over things. So just so important to practice self-compassion.